I'm graduating school this year, and the last 5 years spent here has created some of the greatest experiences in a variety of ways. And the most remarkable evidence of time has been strangers turned friends. And one of the chapters of this adulting booklet is separation. So while we're spared of the passing time before we pull our big girl pants on and grow further from these moments, I wanted to reminisce on the past and express the thoughts of the present and the hope for the future. And regardless of how much we grow individually, this will serve as a token to the moment we all once shared in friendship.
Sorry.
How are you feeling about your experiences here?
Funny, what did I even experience?
I'm like, you stay here for 5 years.
Bruh, I was in the.
No, you've had experiences here.
Okay. I feel like the only experience I've ever had is the one that I've had with you guys. There are some bad times, there were some good times or whatever it is. And there were some funny times and fun times that I really like to remember. And sometimes they actually surprise me.
This is a funny experience that happened that I had to be like, you know what? If it's not you, who else is going to help you? The missing of flight thing. When I first came, that I missed my flight in Shanghai. And you know how Shanghai airport is very big. Huge. I was confused. And before I was so used to my parents helping me to do almost everything. Like if something happened, they don't worry, I'll help you to do it, I'll figure it. Like they will be the one to come up with a solution. But this time I was just standing there so confused. And who could I call? I called my dad. And I was just telling him, we missed our flight, so I don't know what to do. And then he was just panicking and shouting, how did you miss your flight? This or that. In fact, I don't know how to help you. You're your own woman. That's what he said, and he hung up. So now I had to start out trying to figure that out. You now have to think now, what do you do? What do you do? I feel like that helps me be, would I say more matured than I used to be.
What do you think makes friendship great based on the friendships you've had?
It's funny you asked me that question. I did not know myself.
It's patience. Yeah, sure. Like
From both people?
Yes, there are people, it's hard for them to open up at the first time, so you have to be patient. Mostly patient and communication.
Sometimes we all say we are friends, but ask yourself, are you truly that person's friend, or are they truly calling you friend? That kind of stuff. Or sometimes I think, we all have different definition of friend. But now, I think a friend should be someone that you can rely on.
Yes.
Like you should trust your friend. Yeah, that kind of thing. Just sometimes it's the little things that matter, the little things you do that matter. Like, for example, someone can just come to you, like, for example, you see her request she just suddenly shows up, like, the little she can just come, drink something, that kind of thing.
In a group of friends, or even if it's just two people, you cannot always have, you guys have to have something in common. But I just realized that you cannot always have maybe two cold people together. It will not really work. Or two hot fire people together. You have to balance each other out, basically. Everybody has their own personality, but you meet someone, you cannot come and impose your own personality on someone. I feel like we understand each other. We know how to talk to each other. Okay, if this person is talking now, okay, this person is angry, or this person is playing, or this person, so it's all about we understanding each other. Because I feel like if we don't understand each other, problem.
Try to understand whoever your friend is more, and try to understand how the person is, so that you guys can communicate better. Know, she reacts this way to things, or you react this way to things, so that you guys won't clash and stuff like that.
What do you believe are your biggest lessons that you've learned on your journey here?
There are a lot though that I've learned. Going far from that kind of thing, the first thing that has happened is my relationship with God. Because I felt back home, it was about like the fact that I had, like, my parents had to be like, Dorcas, we are going to church. Something like, oh yes, I have to do it. I didn't feel a responsibility to me. Then other growth, like me when I first came here, right, I always try to push people away. Like I just felt if I say something right, I felt that maybe it's not going to be accepted or that kind of thing. So that was why I didn't really like talking outside. Like we go out, I just want to keep quiet. But like as time passed, I started opening up and talking, and I saw that it's not something that bad. Like sometimes your opinion actually contributes towards what is happening and all of that.
Actually, Dorcas has said it. Okay, I didn't really like opening up to a lot of people. Even up to now, there's some things I go back to myself. But like I felt like there are some things you have to just let out, like let people know, like some certain things, not everything. So that part of me, like I noticed it a lot. And also then I can say before I was boring. Because then I didn't like I was like, why am I behaving in a certain way? Like I think too much, I think some certain things to myself. So but now I feel like I'm free, like based on people that I have around me, I'm free, like they know like
You express yourself.
yeah.
Don't care what anybody says, because I remember when I came here, even if I still do care, you should care to some extent, but don't make you feel like you are not good enough or that you have to change, you have to please other people. That was number one. Number two, but they also, if not, Sakpa will smell you. You will smell Sakpa. You will be sharing what apartment. Number two. Number three, I guess it made me realize some other things about myself, and I guess being confident and whatever.
Just
and
learning a lot about yourself.
learning about things and being hardworking and stuff like that. Yeah, that's all.
I feel like I've learned a lot, but now what is hard now, right, is for me to put it in a sentence. Exactly, yeah, but it's positive.
Yes, it's all positive.
Yeah, it's all positive.
Last time, I put there, you come away your shoes.
With each passing day, we cross paths with people not taking into consideration who they are, and it took a comment from favor one random evening. These people were passing by. This might be the last time we ever get to see them.
Oh yeah. I don't know, that they just came to my head because people are dying now, sir.
In respect to this unprecedented time, this created an insight to moments of our time as a parting season. And coming from various parts of the world and the chances of our path crossing and hello sets that has created these friendships of now goodbyes, were the sentiment I was slowly coming to realize this moment hold.
Actually, some days ago I was watching a movie and it was about friendship, and I was thinking back based on everything we've been through, like that been happening in school, and times we laugh about it, times we just be angry and like things like that. So I was just like, we don't actually know where we'll meet ourselves again in, and this is actually like the last moment, let me not say the last moment, we feel is like the last
Yeah.
So actually how I feel about it is like it's bittersweet.
It's true though, it's a bittersweet feeling.
When I came here, I decided to approach friendship in a different way, because before I wasn't that close to people, so maybe people were close to me. So when I came here, I decided to go to people, talk to them, and not be on my own, because I was kind of insolate. I had friends, but it was hard for me to open up to them. And meeting you guys actually helped me to work on it.
I'll still keep on making this statement that like the friends that we have now, they're this like are the closest that I've ever had in a very, very long time. I say I'm going to cry. I will surely cry, that's for sure. There's no doubt about it, because I know that now that if everyone leaves, we are all going to be doing different things. Some of us might get busier than others, you understand? Some of them might have time on their hands, and to be like this obviously there'll be this a little bit of distance, but I just hope that we'll be able to catch up once in a while.
Knowing that you are going to leave, actually I don't want to think about it. I don't
You
want to
don't
think
have
of.
to if you
I
don't
don't
want
want to think about it at all because I know that you will miss me.
you miss me.
You, I will. Yeah, I will miss you.
Do you feel like the world gets lonelier as we grow older?
I feel like it depends on your personality, you understand? If you're someone that is very outspoken and you love making friends, I don't feel like you'll be lonely.
As far as you have your family around you and like you have friends around you, even yourself being alone, you are not necessarily lonely.
But I feel like I don't want to say you choose to be lonely. Yeah, I feel like it's too harsh. But I think you somehow choose to be lonely. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
For real.
Yeah, that's true. And also maybe depending on your purpose in life.
Yeah.
Like you can, if you are someone who is too focused, you know that you want to
Get something.
yeah, you want
You're very
to
ambitious.
yes, and you can for this purpose you can decide to
Push
Let
everyone
go.
out. Yeah.
So there is a chance you'll be lonely.
no. Oh, no.
Oh, okay. If you are so focused on other things that you never create space for maybe friendships and relationships.
Yeah, but I think people need to balance because we need
each other.
we need each other.
Yeah.
From my experience, I think it's like a battle of the mind.
Yeah, except that one.
So I think when we start growing, it's like we start putting a lot of responsibility on ourselves that, oh, I have to achieve this goal. A lot of people are relying on me. I'm no longer at this certain age. I have to do this. I have to be independent. When we're little, right, you can easily like, oh, you don't really have much responsibility. And I think you can just easily tell your parent, mommy this, mommy that. But when you are growing, you feel like this is like
Your own battle.
yeah, this is my own battle, that kind of thing. You don't want to talk to people, or sometimes you just keep it to yourself and
You get clouded.
you get clouded and start battling with things,
Yourself.
and then
You feel lonely.
When you say lonely, in what way did you mean?
That one only. How to do using the past meaning.
Oh yeah, let's try. But I can't answer.
It's impossible, even if tried, to completely capture the essence of who these people are.
Just go along. I just be on a quickie back to my room.
And as we get onto our future and into society, what we hold hope for, I feel deeply with the simplicity our time spent together created.
Okay, keep your word.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like drifting along a stream of moving currents,
Are you upping ball or bouncing the ball?
as opposed to fighting against the current to build. I hope their life flows as we make new memories and find new experiences, holding cautious the lessons, dreams and goals that early adulthood has brought us to take on the rest of our life.
I wish out my future self, I should always enjoy the process.
I hope that everything I'm doing now will be able to help me to be where I'm supposed to be.
I really just want to be financially independent for you. Like to be able to settle any problems that comes to me. Yeah. Which is not, it's not always, it's not possible, it's not that possible, but it's not impossible.
I just want to live, you know. But at the same time, I'm inspiring a lot of people to also want to do better for themselves, despite how many things they're doing, or whatever challenges they're going through.
Like, apart from medicine, I hope to do other stuff. Maybe look into fashion designing. I know that it's not going to be easy, obviously. It's going to be a slow process. But yeah.
I hope like I actually achieve things and do things that I like.
Yeah.
And not just end up settling for something that just to put food on the table. I hope I'm happy and stuff like that.
Where do I even begin? It's been 5 months months since my last video, and over this past month has been internships to final exams to preparing for graduation, and slowly closing this chapter of my life is sort of creating a sense of nostalgia and a lot of realization, to also figuring out what follows next, and much more how my life is now mine to control, and the fear of stepping out of the comfort of what has been my life for so long to the uncertainty of what follows next. The capture of this all is almost adulthood, and amidst the things that I want from my life, the one thing that I always want to be part of my life is creating. And I once saw a quote: "We are all children but adults in the face of responsibilities." And while I navigate life amidst these responsibilities, I do also want to take time to create and express these feelings in this my new series as I take on life, not knowing what is next, the adult child. How was skating today?
It was so fun. So fun. Thank you, Nkemek.